Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Killstar haul. I have done one of these previously, so I'm not sure if this will go up like 2 Killstar hauls in a row, hopefully not. But you do always love the Killstar hauls, so I do hope you enjoy this video, and if you're looking for reviews of these specific things, I do hope this is helpful. I do go through like details, quality and a bunch of different things about each piece, so yeah, I do hope this helps you. Do subscribe if it does, and I will get straight on with the video. So I've got 4 pieces to show you today. I think it's a dress, 2 tops and a skirt. I think I've sent quite a few things back from Killstar just because of small things. This one is the same. Still am more impressed with Killstar than Disturbia, but there are a few things in this haul that I just am not happy with. So 2 of the things I will be sending back and 2 of the things I will be keeping. So sorry if this video seems a little bit more rushed than normal. I am going out today and I kind of have to wrap up the 2 things that I want to send back today, so I have to film this video today. So sorry if it's a little bit more rushed, but I will try and not like waffle too much. As I said, I do go through the details, the quality, the sizing, the price, and I'll have a try on of each piece, which I've already recorded at the end of like when I've talked about it. So I did buy this order, I think in the New Year's Day sale. I think I got about 30% off. So I felt like that was a good deal. I also have a code, no, it's a link I think for Killstar, and it does give you £5 off your order. You can use this if it's stacked on top of an automatic discount. I will leave that in the description box at the top for you. So if you do use that, you get £5 off, and it also means I get a £20 gift card in return, which is very nice for Killstar. So if you do use that, thank you so much, because that does help me buy some more things to haul for you. So yeah, thank you if you do use that. So I got some stuff actually from their older collections. I think one of them is from their newer one, but the rest are kind of quite a few collections ago now. And I actually placed this order because I've been super into more trad goth styles at the moment, like mesh, and like I always wear this choker, but I've been wearing my one with spikes a lot more, and like my skull ring and like more leather stuff. So I've definitely been into that style a bit more lately, and I wanted some pieces in my wardrobe to reflect that. So I will start with the dress. This is going back. So this is called the HELTER long sleeve dress. I did get this in a small, and I got it as like the sale price of £34.99. I must have missed this collection because this is like a black on black shiny tag. I've never had this one before, and it might be a little bit difficult to see because it does have cutouts. So it's kind of like a high neck dress with shoulder cutouts. I'll try and show you this the best I can. It has a high neck and it's got all of these eyelets. These are actually cut out just like that. It does have a zip along the bottom of it, but it only goes down to here, so it's quite a short zip, so you still have to put it over your head, but this means you can get it really like nice and tight around your neck. Not tight to the point where it's uncomfortable, but tight to the point where it looks flattering, so I do like that. I think the eyelets are really nice. They're not like scratchy or anything, like the insides, like they don't rub against your neck or anything like that, so it's fairly comfortable for such a kind of high and tight neck. And then it kind of goes down like this. So if I show you one side of it, it's got these huge cutout pieces, like these are massive. It kind of cuts out from the neck and then goes down onto your shoulder, so you kind of have from here until like there all cut out. So it's definitely a lot more cut out than I think I was expecting. And then it goes into this harness detail at the front, which was the main detail I liked about this. So again, it has these kind of eyelet pieces, and these are cut out as well. Now this isn't stitched to the top, so it does come away, so it's kind of like a harness, and then it's got this big kind of chunky looking O-ring. This does feel like a nice quality, it doesn't feel cheap or anything. And then it comes off at either side like this, and it does connect to kind of the side of the top, and that's where it stops. You will see better in the try on, but yeah, that's kind of an idea of what it looks like. And the back is just plain, and then it just flows out into this kind of skater style skirt, I suppose. So the harness kind of stops at your waist, goes down into this skirt. It does have long sleeves. Now the sleeves are quite plain, but what I do like about this is it does have thumb holes. Yeah, it does have like thumb holes here, which I do think is a really nice kind of flattering look. I love it when a top has a thumb hole. So that's kind of the details. Sizing wise, this fits well. I got it in a small. I'd say it fits pretty accurately. But the main reason I'm sending this back is I don't like the material of this. And that might be strange because I think the material is like rayon. Yeah, 95% rayon, 5% elastane. And I've said in previous hauls, I don't mind rayon. And I have a lot of tops in rayon and I like it as a material. I think it's really flattering because it's kind of like quite tight but not uncomfortable on your arms. And I have another top in this haul that is the same material and I love it. So I just think I don't like this material when it comes to dresses, because this one in particular is so thin and like wrinkly to the point where it doesn't look flattering anymore. I do have a top in this same style which I love, and I think that paired with a skirt looks really nice, but there's something about the skirt of this, it's just really wrinkly and really thin. And I just don't like the look of it. Like if I hold one piece, I bet it's see-through. Yeah, you can literally see like right through it. It's very thin. I don't think it's see-through when you have it on. It just didn't look nice on. I felt like it was a bit clingy. I just didn't like this material for this dress. And I also found, this is a bit hard to explain, but it really kind of like this top is doing, it bunches up so much here. And it just doesn't look flattering. It just looks really strange. I pointed it out in the try on, I remember, but because the cutouts are so big, I really didn't like it. I put it on and immediately I was like, no, this is going back. I just really wasn't a fan of this, and I'm glad I got this and the top because I love the top. Overall, I wouldn't recommend it. I just think it's too thin to have like such big cutouts as well. Maybe that's it. I just wasn't a fan, so this one will be going back. So I'll show you the top version next, and this one I will be keeping, and I love this top. So this is what it looks like. It literally looks so similar. Like it's literally the dress in a top, and as I said, it's the same material, but this looks so nice and the dress just didn't. So again, this is a top with a high neck. What I liked about this is it doesn't have the eyelets around the neck, so you could put a choker with this or like a necklace and kind of sit it against here. I think that would look really nice. And I loved that this had a fishnet kind of detail on the front. Like I think that looks really like trad goth. I like it with all the metal on it. And also the cutouts on this are so much smaller, which I think is a lot nicer. So you still have like a bit of skin showing, but it's not too much, and it doesn't feel like the neck part is struggling to keep all of the material up. I think that's what I found with the dress, and that's why it wrinkles, is the neck part is so small and there's so much that is supporting. I think that's why it goes all like weird and creased at on the chest. But I much preferred the size of these cutouts. I loved that it had mesh on it. I just think that's a really nice detail. And then again, it's got this same harness, so this is all like not stitched in to give it that harness look. And then again, it's got these eyelets that go into a chunky O-ring. This one actually looks chunkier than the dress actually. This one is slightly thinner but bigger. This one's a lot more chunky. This one actually feels like better quality, but that could be because it's more chunky. And then it just, again, it goes down into that kind of harness detail and is stitched along the sides. This top also has thumb holes, which I love. Getting my camera to focus on that was a nightmare, so I'll just show you from here, but it does have thumb holes, and I just absolutely love this top. I just think it's what the dress was missing. Like, I think because it has this extra support of the fishnet, smaller cutouts, and it doesn't have that long big skirt to kind of that's pulling down on the neck, I just think this one works better. I got it in a small, it fits really well, and the quality of this one, again, like, that material is quite thin and wrinkly, but I don't mind it if it's on a top. I think it's just the dresses, it's like too many wrinkles, whereas a top you can kind of pull down and get it to sit quite nicely. So I do really like this top. This is probably my favorite thing in this haul. So this was my favorite and the dress was my least favorite, but I do really like this, and I think it has that kind of trad goth element I was looking for. And that one was called the Pogo long sleeve top, and I got it for £25.89. Carrying on with the tops, this was one I looked at when it came out, and it was the only thing I liked in that collection, and I thought it was kind of basic, so I never really ended up getting it. But this is called the Bethel long sleeve top. Again, I got it in a small, and I got this for £18.19. So I don't feel like that's a bad price at all for a top like this. I feel like that's how much you'd pay in New Look, maybe like a few pounds cheaper. But it's a very simple black kind of cropped top, so it's got quite a scoop neckline, which I do like, and it's got these poppers all down the front of it. They do kind of cut off that much from the bottom, so you can't undo it completely, but these do function, so you can have it undone a little bit if that's your kind of thing. Now, the material of this is ribbed, and it's not as thick as the if you remember the striped tops they brought out, I think they're Zora, I think that's the name of them. They had them in orange, grey, red and white, I think. They're not as thick as those are like really thick. This top is a bit thinner, like if you pulled it you can see through it, but the quality of this is so much nicer than like that top and the dress I just showed you. Like, I think quality wise this is definitely one of their nicer pieces. It feels slightly like it's still a thin top, but I think because of the ribbed material it feels thicker, and I just, like, when I had it on I just felt like it felt like a nice quality. It didn't feel like too thin or anything. It's plain on the back, poppers down the front, and then it's got these little Killstar D-rings on the shoulders as like extra details. There is a loose thread, I think, like here. It's quite small, to be honest. It doesn't feel like it's linked to anything, but that's the only one I found. I think it's a really nice flattering top. The only thing I wish it had were thumb holes. The sleeves are very, very long on me. They definitely like cover probably this much of my hand, so I just feel like some thumb holes would have completed this top and like finished it off so much nicer. You'll see in the try on, like, the sleeves are so long on me. I don't mind that actually. I think it's quite cozy, but I do wish it had some thumb holes. But overall I'm really pleased I picked up this top because I actually like it a lot more than I thought, and I think it's always good to have those basic items for when you've got like tartan patterned skirts, whether you like maxi ones or kind of midi or mini skirts, like whatever you like. This will go so well because it's quite basic, but it's just got those little hints of like metal detailing on it. So yeah, overall I am quite pleased with this. There are like a couple of thin loose threads. I I've just pulled that one off, so maybe that wasn't attached to anything. But overall, I'm pretty happy with this. The quality of this seems nicer than the other ones. It could be a different material actually. It's probably not rayon. Oh, it is rayon. Okay, that's surprising. That's weird because this does feel like thicker than the other ones. So yeah, I think I would recommend this like on first impressions. I haven't washed it or anything, but I feel like this will be one of those things that you keep going back to because it just goes with everything. And the sizing was accurate, if I haven't said already. And the last thing in this haul will also be going back. So I will be keeping the 2 tops and sending back the dress and the skirt. So this is called the Rosalyn mini skirt, could be butchering that. I got this again in a small. Now this was £27.99, which I don't feel is a bad price for a skirt. And I honestly hummed and hawed about keeping this. This is what it looks like. So if it's a bit clattery, but it does have quite a lot of like metal on it. So I'll show you the details of it first, and then I'll kind of talk about why I wasn't sure about it. So it's got a big zip that goes all the way up the front of it, and that is how you get it on. Because I'm not keeping this, all the metal is in plastic, unfortunately. That's how it arrived, so I'm just going to keep it like that. But it does have these silver crosses on it, and it's got some D-rings at either side, which means you can attach like chains to it if you wanted to and make it a bit more extreme. And it also has one on the back, so you could do that kind of like chain detail on the side and connect it to the back. I feel like that would be quite cool. And then the rest of it is just a black pleated skirt, so it does have these quite thick pleats in the skirt, and then it's got on the end, it's got more D-rings and these like kind of cross charms. Now these do come on clasps, so they do come on like lobster clasps, so you can take them off. So those kind of just hang like that. I really wanted a plain skirt because the only plain skirt I actually have, like plain black skirt, is a velvet one, and sometimes the tops I wear don't always go with the velvet skirt. So if I've got quite a patterned top that is already velvet or something, it just doesn't look right. So I wanted something a bit more basic, and that's why I thought this one, because the crosses are kind of like vampire crosses, so I thought this one looked really cool. That's kind of why I picked this one up. So first of all, quality wise, I think this is a really nice quality. It's a very thick skirt. It's kind of like a school skirt, like that kind of thick material. I'd say this is probably the best quality thing out of this haul. I was surprised at how kind of thick this was. Some things I didn't like about it is I wasn't crazy about these. I just feel like these would dig into your legs when you walked. Like, I don't think that's very practical. I know you can take them off, and I did actually attempt to, but they're very difficult to get off. Like, I'm opening the clasp, and like you really have to get it at the right angle to take it off. So it's not the easiest thing to take off. I did manage it, but there were just some other things. So that was the first thing. I wasn't crazy about these. The other main thing was the style of this skirt. So it's very unforgiving and tight on the waist. It's got no stretch. Like, there is no stretch in this skirt, but it kind of goes out, and because the pleats are so defined and the material is so thick, it does stick out, which is overall why I'm sending it back. And I am trying to be a bit more picky in what I keep in my wardrobe, and it just stuck out. Now over time that might flatten down a bit, but I just thought like I couldn't wear it with a jumper. It's too tight. I just didn't like the shaping of it. I thought it was nice on the waist, but it kind of made me look wider on my hips, which is not the look I go for. So I will be sending this one back. The zip on it is fine. I feel like it's sturdy but not stiff. The quality of it's really nice. It's just I really didn't like the way it kind of stuck out. I do feel like it wouldn't have been that good if I ate or if I wanted to sit down anywhere. Like, it was just, I feel like I'd be in between a small and a medium, so I don't feel like the sizing was as great with this one. I got it in a small. I do have skirts in a small from Killstar that are bigger than this and they fit better, so I'd say this is on the smaller side. And yeah, it just wasn't my favourite, so I think I'm going to send this one back, because I was kind of between keeping it and not, and I was like, if I didn't buy this, would I be fussed? Like, if I sent it back, would I be upset? Probably not. That's kind of what I made my decision on. But yeah, this one will be going back just because of the style of it. My total order came to £107. I don't feel like that's a bad price for 2 tops, a dress and a skirt, but yeah, some of the things I just wasn't happy with. But the skirt was more the style of it on me. I think it also depends on your shape, because I like things that really like accentuate my waist but don't accentuate my hips. And I just think that did that. If you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comments. But I do hope this video was helpful if you've been looking at any of these things. I have seen their new vampire kind of collection and I do like a few things from that, so I'm gonna wait until they have a sale and maybe you will get another Killstar haul. But I do hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and subscribe if you did. Let me know if you picked up anything in Killstar's recent sales. I think they've had a Christmas one, a New Year's one, another one. They're always having sales. As I said, if you want to get £5 off your order, do use that link. It'll be in the description box for you. And I hope I see you in my next video. Bye!